What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to go over some of my updated thoughts on Horizon Forbidden West. Really, if we're going to be honest with each other, I just want to kind of gush about the game because this game is incredible, and I definitely didn't give it as much love in that first impressions video as I'm going to do now. But again, it was 10 hours in. I've more than doubled that now. I think I'm closing in on like 25, 30 hours, and it's time to talk about this game. Now, I will still say this though. This is maybe the only negative I have to say about the game. It's very much in the same way as Zero Dawn in that it takes a little while to get going. Now, yes, there's a really cool, boss in the first, hour and a half maybe of the game that you'll end up facing, and the story is definitely really solid throughout, but I really don't think this game opens up until several hours in the game, and when you really start to just kind of get a hang of it, when you really just start to explore the map, when you really just start to kind of go off on your own and say, hey, I'm not going to do the main quest because I never do the main quest first. I'm going to do these side quests. I'm going to do these errands. I'm going to do these trials. I'm going to do these rebel camps. I'm just literally going to go off. I'm going to find these question marks on the map, see what they are, get a ton of loot. He becomes so powerful, have so many resources that it's actually insane, and just do that. And I think really when that happens, that's when the game really opens up, and that's when the game really starts to get very, very good. Now, that's from a kind of an expanded approach. I think the story of this game is actually really, really solid. Now, again, and this is, I really just want to talk about this game instead of putting this video off, but the downside of that is I still haven't beaten it, okay? Now, things happen online, specifically when you have a YouTube channel, so I do know a fair amount of what happens in this game. I'm not going to say it here, but I do know a fair amount of where this game is going, and I think I like it, and I like what I've seen so far of the story as well. I will say the visuals continue to stand out. There was and I don't know, I didn't record this, what I'm thinking of when I'm telling you guys, okay? So you won't see like a picture-for-picture thing. But last night, okay, when I'm recording this, last night, I was playing the game, and I was just like running up this little mountainside. It was daytime in the game. There was light. And I just thought, what a freaking beautiful game this is. It just looks so good consistently all of the time that I actually can't believe how good that it looks. Everything pops, everything stands out, the character animations, the facial animations look incredible, and as I said in the impressions video, it continues, everybody gets this treatment. There are not side characters in this game that look like, they didn't put the effort in. Everybody looks good. Everybody kind of feels real. Everybody's facial animations are top tier along with they're in line with everybody else, and it's incredible the overall quality that's there. Now, I don't take back some of the stuff that I said. Again, I do think this game takes a little while to get going. I do feel like this game is still very much a companion piece for the first game. Again, I think some people get confused. I don't mean that as a negative whatsoever. The game feels very familiar, but everything is improved around it. When you're fighting machines, literally when you're pulling back the bow and letting go and shooting things off of machine, it's the same as Zero Dawn, but there's like a fresh coat of paint on it, which is good. And I think that's fine because this game does still, overall, it feels very familiar in what you're doing, but everything has been enhanced. And again, you can go into very specifics with the missions, the side missions. These side missions are incredible. I did a side mission that was very, very long, and it resulted in basically a double boss battle. I won't go into specifics, but you fight a machine and then you fight like a human, and they're both bosses. And that was a side mission, and you get quite a bit out of it. You meet brand new characters, you learn a little bit of lore from it, everything looks so good, you're doing things that you didn't do before. I've seen people say that as well, right, too, that everything is kind of different. Like every side mission, you're not doing the same thing, you're not going to be, investigating the exact same thing or fighting the exact same machines. Everything in this game is different, and I love it. I truly, again, I think this was kind of not taken the right way in my impressions video, but should be taken the right way now. This game is phenomenal. Now, again, like maybe the story to some people isn't as good, or even to me, right? Like I know what happens, but maybe the journey to get there or like seeing it in front of me, maybe it won't be as good. But honestly, I'm just having the sense of fun, right? We talk about fun, and I think that's kind of lost in some video games. I brought up that as like the signature feature in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I think out of all of last year, in terms of a game that's just pure fun, and I'm like smiling from start to finish, Ratchet and Clank may be the best one, and Guardians of the Galaxy probably is a close second, but I would say Ratchet and Clank is definitely like the number one because it's just like nonstop, like enjoyable. You're just always enjoying what you're doing. I don't think I'm having like endless amounts of fun. I'm like smiling and saying, "Oh, that's such a cute little side." You know, like I'm not necessarily doing that like I was doing for Ratchet and Clank, but I'm just enjoying it the entire time. As I said, like just walking around one of the settlements or walking in the grass, getting from one location to the other, and just kind of even stopping and thinking, I can't believe how good the lighting looks. I can't believe how good the world looks. I can't believe how different all of these side missions. You know what I mean? Like those kind of things are always in your head of like, I can't believe how detailed and the quality of this open world while also feeling a little familiar to the first game, which is good because the first game is also fantastic. And I think, again, this game adds to it. You're facing brand new enemies you've never faced before. By the way, I want to throw this in too so I don't forget it. The difficulty in this game is insane. As I said, I haven't played Zero Dawn in 2 years. I played it from start to finish. I beat it. I beat Frozen Wilds. I put like 60, 70 hours in. I did that January 2020. So it's been 2 years since then. So I don't remember fully, but this game's hard, and not hard as in you're going to get stuck for like 45 minutes not figuring stuff out. No, hard as in like the enemies, not even the enemies are all that difficult, but the enemies do a lot of damage. I'm on normal. I'm not even playing this game on hard. I'm on normal. The enemies can some enemies can two-hit you. It's incredible how much damage they do, and honestly though, I think that makes me like it more because I feel like I felt there was definitely strategy in the first game. I really do. I think that's really captured still pretty perfectly here. But I feel like maybe there's even more now where it's like you got to use the arrows that you know work, you know what I mean? Because if you don't use the right arrows, it's just going to you can still do it, but it'll take longer, and 2 hits from this guy, this machine, and you're dead. So you probably want to do the right, the right strategy. And so you're moving around. It feels kind of more epic. Does that make sense? It feels more epic when you really are trying to strategize and use the right arrows, and as you get better, as I said, another thing with this game that gets better over time also is your skill. I mean, you can even use me as an example. In my first couple live streams, that was like kind of an encapsulation of the first 5-6 hours of the game. My aim was god awful. It was horrible. Now, my aim is really good. I can be hitting machine parts from the back of the enemy. You know how the front will cover most of the back, but there's that just one little spot that you can kind of shoot an arrow. If you nail it perfectly, you'll miss the front part and you'll hit the right part of the back. I can do that now, and I couldn't do that in the first 5 hours. So you improve, and it feels more epic. It feels like Aloy is very, very skillful, right? She's really good. By the way, I also think she gets better as the game goes on, or at least what I've experienced so far. I love that gaming journalists don't love that she's a white savior, even though she's a woman. I guess that's not good enough for them anymore. I really like her. I like her sassiness. I like her kind of directness, where it's no, you know what? I saved all of you. I'm trying to save you all again in a bigger scope. Get out of my way and let me do what I want to do. I highly respect that about her, and I really like that, about her character. So I think she's great. I mean, I can go on and on, but overall, just in case, it was misleading or you guys didn't get maybe what I wanted you to get out of that impressions video, this game is amazing. I'm going to say right now, it's my game of the year. It's better. I don't know if it's better. I don't really even like to use that term. I don't know if it's better than Sifu. I like it more than Sifu. I actually adore Sifu, and Sifu would probably be my number 2 right now. But Elden Ring obviously comes out in another maybe day from when you guys are seeing this. Everybody seems to love that, so we'll see how that does. But right now, safely, I can say I'm enjoying Horizon so much. I fully expect, and I've said this before, this is a game, and this is rare. This is rare. I'm not only going to 100% it, do every side mission, or at least try to. Every side mission, every errand, every rebel camp, all that stuff. But I also really want to platinum it. So, and I don't do that for too many games recently. I used to be kind of a trophy hunter, a trophy war, something like that back in the day, but not anymore just because of my time. But I'm going to try to do that with Forbidden West. And to me, that means it's a good game. If I'm trying to platinum the game, if I want to do literally everything the game has to offer, that means it's a really good game. It really has my attention. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you want to follow me anywhere else, as always, the links are in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.